Namaste and good evening to one and all. Welcome to Leaders Connect 360's episode LC0139. Leaders Connect 360 is CSR initiative by Bija Training and organized by the Mask Leadership. My name is Shalini and I am pursuing my BCom Honors degree at SRM University. Leaders Connect 360 is started with a specific objective of inviting 1,000 plus leaders and create a million leaders. It is an online hub where every Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. we learn from top management leaders on Zoom Live. And once in quarter in each city, we have an offline networking meet to network, support, and grow with the leaders. That's when we call it Leaders Create More Leaders. Currently, all are muted, and we will be giving you an opportunity to speak to our guest, Mr. Ravi Shankar, Chief Operating Officer, RWD Private Limited. Before you are unmuted, let me share that we are currently live on LinkedIn and this episode LC0139 is being recorded. First time visitors may click on the WhatsApp, FB, and LinkedIn link on the chat box to get updated by joining us in creating more leaders. All in the house are requested to turn on your videos, which will help in making the episode highly interactive. So, are we all ready to interact with our guest, Mr. Ravi Shankar, Chief Operating Officer, RWD Private Limited, and panel discussion leader, Ms. Uma S., Human Resource Consultant? Then share a thumbs up or smiley emoji in the chat box. Thank you. Before the introduction of the guest, let me also introduce Mr. Pankaj, Managing Partner, Bija Training, will interact with our guest along with the panel discussion leader, Ms. Uma. I shall welcome you all. Over to you, Ms. Pankaj.
Pankaj, you are not audible. Yeah, you are not audible. Yes.
No, sir, you're still not audible.
Hello, is it fine
Yes.
now?
Yes, now it's audible.
Hi, good evening. Thank you so much, Jenny. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
and
sir.
I welcome all the visitors and the guest of honor, Mr. Ravi Shankar, and I wish everyone a very happy and a prosperous new year. And I hope the year 2024 should bring a lot of prosperity to all of us. So thank you so much, and I welcome you once again to this Leaders Connect episode 139. So, as I believe this is the first episode of the year 2024, and we are honored to have Mr. Ravi Shankar with us today for this wonderful session wherein he'll be talking about this wonderful topic. So, how the agenda is, so we'll have our panel discussion leader, Ms. Uma S., who will be interacting with our guest, Mr. Ravi Shankar. Then we'll have a small quiz, will be done by Mr. Nellai. And after that, we will have an open house wherein the people can ask some questions to our guest. And then we'll have a quiz. We'll have a summary by our summary leader, Mr. Senthil Kumar. So that's how it is going to be. So it is going to be uh, I mean, a knowledge sharing 45 minutes to 60 minutes going forward. So I welcome you, Uma, also to this forum. And before we move forward, we have an official and uh, professional welcome video for our guest, Mr. Ravi Shankar and Ms. Uma. So, Mr. Arul, if you can have the welcome video, please. Thank you all. Thank you so much. And Ravi sir, we officially welcome you to the forum.
Yeah. Good evening, all. Happy to connect.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And this is really a very interesting topic which we are going to talk about today. That's navigating the path to success. Right. So I believe for sure we are going to learn something new today from you. So I invite Ms. Uma to have this panel discussion with our guest, Mr. Ravi Shankar. Over to you, Uma.
Thank you, Pankaj sir. I extend a warm welcome to Ravi Shankar sir for accepting our invite and joining us today, being the first episode of Leaders Connect 360 degree. And it was really honor for us to have you here for the panel discussion. So while looking at your profile, sir, it was really very impressive with 23 years of experience. You have reached a level of COO. For many, it was in a middle management level, with 23 years of experience, but you have reached the top. And your profile is really very impressive. Like within a span of 3 years from joining RWD, you have grown up to from general manager projects, if I'm not wrong. Like from there to reach COO level. So that's an impressive journey. Can you just briefly throw some light on the success factor, like your success story, and which keeps you going throughout the journey, and how did you make it? Because many times you don't hear the success stories. So first, getting into the question answer session kind of thing, we would like to hear from you, like how did you start and what motivates you to climb up the ladder, and within a span of 23 years you have reached the top management, and it is really an impressive journey. Can you please share some of your thoughts on these lines?
Yeah. So, good evening, Uma and Pankaj, and happy to connect you all. And I welcome everybody who is already connected in the Zoom. So, very happy to see you all, and I am also equivalently happy to connect with you and share some of my uh, cha- achievements and other things. Mainly, basically, I'm a civil engineer by profession. So, I started my career in a developer company called Akshaya, which is a renowned company in the industry. So I worked there for almost 11 years. So the first company, and is the biggest experience till I have in one company is Akshaya. So we all grown together along with Akshaya, where Akshaya became the market leader at the time. So we are basically at the time was a contractor and turned to a developer after 5 years. So after that, I moved into a lot of the standalone projects of Chennai. I worked. I'm happy to share that I worked in most of the standalone projects of Chennai. Maybe if you take at Express Mall, which is a very unique project at the time, I was part of it, constructing the Express Mall, and equivalently the Phoenix Mall at Velachery, in which I am also part of the construction in Phoenix Mall also. Then we developed so many multi-storied buildings with some of the developers like S&S Foundations and Ratha Group and all. I have contributed almost 15 to 20 multi-storied buildings in and around Chennai. But my complete experience is with Chennai, so it was a blessing to me. And same way, there is equivalently negative and positives also there. But I feel that is a very blessing to me, considering the I am part of the 23 years of my journey. I was part of most of the developments in Chennai. So I'm happy to see the Chennai is growing like a kind of a good in infrastructure and other connects. Okay. If you want to share my good thoughts, always consistency and moving towards adaptivity is the key for my success. So I always adapt to changes. So where I feel that is that has only taken me to this level. So we always want to constantly adapt to the changes, what is demanded by the industry and what is required to move forward. So this is how I feel that I have grown. And in every way, in every hour of actions, our listening skills is more important than our the skills, other skills. So the listening skills which has enabled me to know to listen to the requirement of the owner, to requirement of the vendor, to requirement of the things, so that I'll channelize everywhere, everybody, and get the things done. So this is what I feel. Some of the points which needs to be taken for success, as I feel. So I was part of a big residential township where I was part of heading the complete construction of almost 2,300 houses in a span of 5 years. That is the fastest in Chennai, where I can see from my 23 years of experience. 2,300 houses we built in a span of 4 years. And 1 year the design development has been. So totally 5 years I was in this project. It was named as a State Bank of India Officers Association's residential township, which is in Mambakam. I was completely part and parcel of that entire project from scratch to the end. So that was my biggest experience, where we have almost handled, I can say in numbers, it's an 800 crore project, and we have handled 4,000 labors at a time at the site. So it was a very big learning experience on how the quantum can be executed in a very planned and a nicer way, with all the troubles in hand at the time. So the flood has come at the time. So everywhere there is a challenge. And after that, I moved into RWD as general manager projects, and slowly from the projects perspective, I moved to the operations perspective of the company, where I can now handling sales, CRM, and all other activities of the companies. So it is a very nice opportunity, from the project management, that is from the core profession of civil engineering. I moved into operations, where I feel that I can grow further in this industry. So I'm happy to do the operations of the company, and I'm still striving to do better.
Thank you, sir, for this brief journey history, and the way you conveyed itself is very impressive. The adaptability to change and listening skills, these are some of the rare traits which many don't have, especially the leaders who are in the top management should have a listening skill. That is one of the basic ingredient for any leader. So it's glad to understand that these were your stepping stones, and you shared it with us so that we also can develop our capabilities in these areas. Sir, to start with, it was really pleasure to understand that you were part and parcel of Chennai's development, whether it is a mall or it's SBOA, residential plots, that is flats in Mambakam, whatever it is, you are part of the Chennai's overall development. And as an individual, like my first question will be what are the key qualities or skills individuals need to navigate their paths to success effectively?
I tell in one word, to be very short, that constant and consistent actions to adapt and change towards the requirements and demand. So this is one of the key things which will navigate to the success. It may be of any industry. You need to constantly and consistently act to adapt to change. So that is the most important thing, what I feel. It will navigate the path to the success.
Yeah, that's so brief and so insightful. No, though it is just like 2 sentences, but it has much more deeper value to it, and it has much more. It is not just a word you express, like your experience was concised into 2 sentences, and it shares so much of value to us. And in the journey, you would have come across so much of societal perceptions. When you pursue civil engineering itself, it's a challenge actually. Not many are doing civil engineering these days, especially in our region. So my second question is related to that. Like, how do societal perception of some success impact an individual's journey?
The societal perceptions, now we are living in a very social world, in which we live for all this Facebook, LinkedIn, WhatsApp contents, and the main apart from our working time and family time, the most of the time which goes for this social connects only mainly. Even some people spending less time to family and connecting more to the social environment, in which see always you need to get influenced to influence. So that is the thing, where the social connect perceptions is required. So once you are put into the social world, there is a validation which is happening. So you are validating externally that how you have been valued outside. So there is a validation is happening. So from the profiles from which we see from the social link, if you see LinkedIn, so LinkedIn is the best platform for professionals as I see. So always, if you see some of the profiles, it motivates how the complete professional history of the complete individual is being nicely articulated in the LinkedIn profiles, from where that person has come to move, from which year, and where are the projects, what are the key skills he have, and by his post, he is motivating others to get into the correct path. So always there is a career advancements and choices will be visible in the social platform only. So now I am today here. What are the things I need to learn? What are the things I need to focus? Where I need to constantly see where are the efforts and I can put so that the results will come. All these things, the sparking will be from the social media only. Even though you can connect with the market, you can read the books to get the exposure, search on your own. The social platform gives more role models for you to groom, for you to groom, I can say. So the mentors, we will get lot many mentors where we can connect with the mentors to get some advice, or we can follow their path, how they have survived in the on the toughest journey of their profession. So the social platform, it accommodates 50% of your growth, and it gives 50% of motivation from the social platform. The balance 50% is from yourself. So I can say, the social platform is only motivating the leaders, the growing leaders to get a higher professional network and can occupy the top positions in the company. So that is very, very important in today's world.
Rightly said, sir. Like social media plays an important role in motivation, and we can get some good mentors, especially when it comes to LinkedIn. We can analyze their profiles and understand whether they could be our guru or mentor, whoever we are looking for a kind of advice in the professional environment. It is rightly said. As we are talking about mentors, like what role do mentors and networks play in guiding someone towards success? This is my next question.
Okay. So once you reach to a height of a kind of a manager level, everybody requires a kind of a mentor. So the mentor, it may be a social platform mentor. We can inspire by somebody so that we will follow their path, and we'll follow their uh, kind of a suggestion, or kind of we can see their action so that we'll get motivated. Some may be a direct mentor where we have known friends or superiors where people will act as a mentor for us to grow. So any mentor and networking, it gives consistent and constant motivation to each individual. So that is the most important things the networks and the mentors provide. It gives consistent and constant motivation to us on a kind of for if you have any targets. So when you grow towards that, when you task ahead against that, so it gives consistent and constant motivation, and it shows the path to travel. So suppose if you want to travel to a next target, so it clearly defines a path, and your mentor is clearly defining, or you can take advices and suggestions and a roadmap how to travel into your targets. So that gives the mentors and networks plays an important role, and it gives you self-assessment. So once see, you may be assessing yourself, but if you have been assessed by your mentor, what are the good qualities we have, what are the things we need to know take away from us. So self-assessment from the we can take it from mentors and networking people. I cannot say networking people. From mentors, you can take in self-assessments that what I am good at, what you feel, and where I need to improve. So many things, that gives a complete focus for our targets. So once the focus is there, then ultimately the determination will come towards achieving the goals, and there will be a plan on a macro level. Then the macro plan will be divided into segments to get a micro plan, so that we'll always move towards the task ahead, and we can plan ourselves to compete with the tasks, so that we'll get success.
That's a great answer, sir, because each and every word has so much of in-depth meaning in whatever you have discussed so far. And one more thing, one more aspect which we discuss with more successful people is that they don't really have their work-life balance, because they move towards some target, achieving that target, next milestone. So especially those people who are well committed to their work-life balance, most of the achievers have to compromise somewhere when it comes to work-life balance. So what is your advice? How can individual maintain a healthy work-life balance while striving for success in their respective fields?
I can say health is the only thing which always needs to be taken care when most of the people, what they are losing their health to get the things, to get the professional career up, and after that, once they reach the professional career, they survive to get the health back. So this is what most of the things, maybe above 45 people, aged people, may be experiencing those kind of difficulties. I always have an example for that. See, we are when you take a circle, we are at the bottom of the circle, and one side only we are moving. So it is like that. We are going to reach a professional career. After reaching a professional career, then the balance years we are growing down towards to a healthier, to get a healthier life. So where we started, it ends there itself. Instead of that, how we need to adapt is we need to fill the circle with the kind of equivalently with the health and professional in the same way. So we need to fill. Maybe you can imagine, you can fill the circle ball with the water with equivalently with health, with good health, good fitness, good mental health, good divine life. What I can say, equivalently with your professional target, salary, then your status, everything. You should go equivalently. Then only you can level of your height in your professional targets. At the time, your health should be balanced. So that is the one thing every individual, not in professional, every individual has to take care. And we need to take some breaks for learning. Even though we are busy with your work, our work is endless always. So even you will get 25th hour also, we have work in our company and we have work for our profession. So always we need to get a learning breaks. So we need to take a break, not only to get stressed out. It should be a learning break. We need to learn language. We can learn code. Maybe part-time also we can take it. But if you want to completely use, we need to take some learning breaks, a short break of 15 days or 1 month, where we should completely focus on learning health and moving towards the how to get a balanced healthy work-life balance. So that way it kickstart. Once you come out from that learning break, it will give energy for the next 2 years, for their professional life. And when you get in a healthy work-life balance, we have many issues on day-to-day, things to resolve as a management person, as a leadership level. So we need to take one issue and for the day, and we need to be very focused. We should allot a very focused working hours to resolve the issues for the day. So that will reduce your burden and reduce your stress, so that your healthy work-life balance will be maintained. And always you need to have self-satisfaction first. How to get self-satisfaction? You need to practice gratitude. So once you practice gratitude, there is automatically your heart and mind will go for a self-satisfaction. Okay, and always I believe no appreciation is the best tool to motivate people, and you need to allot daily particular time. I can say 5 minutes to 10 minutes of your time to think what has been done good from others, from maybe your subordinates, from your vendor, from your management, from your superior. You need to spend the 10 minutes to appreciate people for the work done for the day. So that gives motivation to others, which will which will give more productivity to you, so that your healthy work-life balance is maintained. So appreciation is the biggest tool that we can give to our subordinates, so that no they'll get motivated on a daily basis. So that's what I can um, suggest for a healthy
That's
work-life
it.
balance.
Yeah, it's a different perspective actually, taking care of the health and filling the circle with health and fitness, all these things and work all put together and balancing them. It's a completely new perspective, because we don't get those things in the books or any kind of motivation speaks, because it comes out of your own experience. So we also got some good insight into this, like even if we have the 25th hour, then even then we'll have some work. That is a true statement, which holds good for almost. So it is just words, like out of everyone can relate to it, everyone can connect to those things. And when it comes to success, though your profile is very successful from the beginning, you might have faced some setbacks at some stages, because those who consider that it is often said that you are fallen to rise, and if you are rise, you are going to fall. So it's like a circle. When you have success, so my next question is related to that. So failure is often considered as stepping, have discussed earlier. How can individuals embrace failure as a learning opportunity rather than a setback, and what strategies can help them to bounce back to normalcy and get stronger?
I can say there is no failure at all. Maybe the successful way is somewhat different, and we have not done that way. So that may not be taken as a failure. Okay. So we need to transform to a successful path. So success has been embraced. So always we need to strive to get things better and better. Maybe this time the method what you adopted is not been adaptable. It is not given results. So we take ourselves that it is a failure. So it is not in that way. But of course, that gives experience to us. So everybody in the leadership level faced that, I can say. So out of 10 approaches, what we do, 2 fails or 3 fails or even fails. But the 2 will Thomas Alva Edison, where everybody will know Alva Edison. And if you take today's thing, even our Chief Minister Stalin, he is not been active party accommodated by even the own party. So he is a very good example. No, he has taken his life for this politics, and now he has one, and even he has taken very active participation in politics. Even he now contributes to the central also. Examples like that. So that's the motivation. So we cannot be successful on your every approach at the same time we are not be factions. So we need to balance it. That's it. So that's the thing.
Thank you so much. It was a wonderful start for us in this new year. You as the first guest of the new year, we are really honored, and we had really thought-provoking insights from your end, and hope our participants and the other panelists would have enjoyed thoroughly the session. And it was a honor to have you here. Thank you. Wonderful year ahead, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I wish you
Over to
everybody
you,
a
Pankaj.
wonderful year ahead also. Yes.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
Miss,
sir.
taking this role of panel discussion. And Ravi sir, thank you so much for sharing wonderful insights. All I can say is success is all about the conviction and the right. So one should keep continue the efforts, right? And if at all there's a failure, there is a learning, right? So I believe it's all about the conviction, and the success is all here in the mind. The efforts we put in the right direction. So thanks for sharing. It's a wonderful insight, sir. And I believe as I've been able to, take out some learning, for sure our rest of the participants would have also learned something. So let's check what they have taken away from the learnings. So I invite Mr. Nelly Naigam to take up the quiz. So he's going to ask a question from the content which you have shared till now in last couple of minutes, and let's see who's the winner. And the winner will be getting a book, The Mastership, written by Mr. Prakash Sharma. And the winner will also get an opportunity to ask a question to you. So over to you, Mr. Nellai, for the quiz.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, one and all, and thanks to Vijay Training for this opportunity as a quiz leader. And dear Mr. Ravi Shankar, sir, really wonderful insights, and really impressed about your points on the taking a learning breaks and one issue for the day to resolve that on a clear focus, and appreciation and gratitude for the self-satisfaction. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Let's see who is the lucky winner of this week quiz. So fastest fingers first. So let's see who writes the correct answer in the chat box. The question will be posted in the chat box with the choices. Just a minute. Okay. Mr. Ravi Shankar sir mentioned about the consistency, adaptability, and the listening skill. So how it is contributing on a success in the dynamic environmental. So we have posted 4 options, and members can choose. I think, yeah, you can see if anyone wants to. Okay. Yes. So the answer is C. The consistency provide a stable foundation, and adaptability allows growth, and the listening skill foster effective collaboration. So congratulations, Dr.
Vasanti. Dr. Vasanti Jason is the winner. Nellai sir, if I'm
Yes.
right,
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Vasanti Jason is the winner for the quiz.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so congratulations, Ms. Vasanti, for being the quiz winner today. And we also give you an opportunity to ask a question to Ravi Shankar sir. So you can unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Dr. Vasanti.
It was a
Yes.
very thought-provoking session. One question is, what, according to you, is success?
Keeping ourselves motivated on every action is success, irrespective of the results.
Okay, very nice, sir. Thank you. Because nowadays everybody focuses success as only material benefits or what their career ladder is giving, or or the other side is spiritual. They go to the spiritual and they say, I have attained. That is my success in life. So I think every life has to have a balance of both. So I think very well said, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Doctor.
Sir, thanks for sharing this. A wonderful, a simple one-liner definition to success, right? Because normally people ask what is success, and people are unable to give the answer in the right manner. But you have really put in a very good and a short manner that what is success. So being motivated at all the time is success. So thanks for sharing that. So any of the visitors can also ask questions to our guest. So we can ask 2 to 3 questions and then we can move forward. So if any of you can have any questions, please raise your hand. We'll unmute you and you can speak to our guest.
Ravi sir, I have a question from my end,
Yes,
because
please.
your answers are like very crisp and with in-depth insights in it. I have taken notes with from your answers so that I can relearn from whatever you have discussed so far. So you said like being motivated and is the form of success. So what keeps us motivation for daily motivation? Not like everyone can be Ravi Shankar sir, and no, we do need our daily motivations. To start the day with. How do you start your day? For example, give your live example. How do you start your day, and how motivate yourself during the first 1 hour of the day so that the motivation completes the rest of the day? So can you just throw me some light on daily motivation?
So I am a early waker. Normally I wake up by 4 o'clock. So starts my day with 4 o'clock with a kind of a yoga session, and I'll go to a badminton class, then come up with a half an hour of walking. So in that time, my mind will be completely balanced to focus on the things what we planned for the day. Okay. So the yoga gives the better relaxation to get a stress out, and badminton gives the energy. And walking, at the time of walking, we think of what may be the possible meetings we need to attend, what may be the possible solutions, which is uh, hitting our mind to resolve all the problems. So this and my WhatsApp starts from 6:30 in the morning, and it will go for half an hour. So once that is done, my almost my 70% of the work has been finished, because I give instructions in the communication platform where people will work, and they will try to bring me back the results or no issues around 2 o'clock only. So till time I can focus on the other challenges, getting into the business targets, how to move forward. I normally conduct review meetings. I go with a very planned way of review meetings for each department every week, so that I get into the deep dive into the numbers. And by evening session, I will always work on the what is the target for the year and where we are today. So these are all the things which gives me motivation for every day.
Thank you so much for sharing your tips and secrets. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, if any of the visitors want to ask question to Ravi sir, you can raise your hand, unmute yourself, and ask the question, please. Any other questions?
One more question, sir, if I may.
Yeah, please, Vasanti ma'am, please, sure.
Yeah. So it's very difficult to motivate youngsters because there are too much of distractions. And as it is, they are living in a very bad age, I should say, because our age was a
True.
golden time.
True.
When I was in my school, there was no mobile, in fact. So I would ask you, because I'm dealing with youngsters, I would ask you, how do I explain success? How do I explain failure? How do I explain motivation to them?
I can always see this question different way. Now, what will the trouble they will face when the youngster has become a middle-aged man after that, after 20 years? Now, today they are youngster. Now, today itself we will find difficulty, means how they will find a difficulty after 20 years to motivate people and get into the success. So it's a changing world. We don't have a mobile, but there is, at the time, there is a TV was there. Okay, now the TV has transformed into mobile now. Now the mobile will transform to another mode after 20 years. So it always it is like that. No, we need to leave them into the I cannot say trouble. We need to leave them on their own to understand and practice themselves. We cannot teach success and we cannot teach failure also. But most of the time, no, we are cautioning them. If you are not doing this, you may be a failure. You may be your actions is no going towards a failure mode, which will not give you any results actually. Instead of that, it will give a kind of a irritation to the youngster. In these coming days, what I feel, we need to show the path, and we need to keep aside ourselves. So they need to either learn, or they need to bend, or they need to survive on that, and they will come up. And every youngster is having a talent. Of course, there are so much of distractions, But when you see the kind of, they're very sharp than us. So they are very sharp. So that the thing we need to believe, and they will quickly come up with whatever the problems they face, and they will be a successful person at a later point of time. So you need to motivate, and that's the only thing we can do for them to achieve for their success. We cannot do much about it, but we cannot always show the path and motivate them. No, not a problem about today. So definitely today the distraction is there, but at the point of time, you will be the most concentrated person on your work. You may be your most adaptable person for the world. So you need to motivate like and we need to ask them for a change at a later point of time. Definitely, it will give results. That's what I can feel.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Asanti ma'am, and thank you, Ravi sir, for answering that. One of the complicated question actually. That's the challenge.
My answers maybe not to the mark, but this is how we need to balance. There is no other much choices towards that.
True. Thank you. So if we have any other question, it's okay, or else I'll invite our summary leader, Mr. Senthil Kumar, for summarizing the session in his wonderful way. So, Senthil sir, over to you. Thanks for being there, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, thank you all. The stage was really mesmerizing with all positive thoughts and positive feelings. With the start of New Year, it's really thank Ravi sir for all giving us deeper insights, and we were all showered by your positive feelings and positive thought process. And you have repeated consistency more than 18 times.
Good one.
If we take anything, either on health, on professional, consistency is that what we are not maintaining. So
yeah. So as at the interest of time, let me make this a summary. Navigating for the path of success, consistency and adaptive to change are the key to success. Listening skills is more important. What you learn from your experience with customers. Constant and consistent actions to adapt to change is more important. Consistency provides a stable foundation, and adaptive allows for growth. And listening fosters for effective collaboration. And always get influence to influence at every day, and always be more visible to social platform like LinkedIn, and be curious to learn, to get honed to new technology, and keep motivated, and to enable yourself to the society and network that you are already ready for taking new opportunity, and explore to get connected with mentor to build a network, and constant motivation to reach your North Star. And always mentoring brings the 360-degree feedback and self-assessment, and it also helps in setting the short-term goals, long-term goals, plan, and also execute by action. As you said that rightly, at the age of 45, health becomes most catch 22 situation. You also said that as we climb the ladder, make sure that we spare time for our health and invest for our health hygiene to sustain in our professional ladder, so that we are retaining our success. If not, we have to earn money to invest for health. So always practice gratitude during all setback situation to attain a self-satisfaction as much as possible. Try to appreciate self, appreciate others and other network who help us in our daily deliverables and daily attaining target. Thereby, we keep the positive feeling and positive motivation to overcome the setback. And also, you mentioned very clearly there is no word of failure in dictionary, because every failure is an opportunity. It means that every failure is a first attempt in our learning as to embrace success, as quoting the sites of Abdul Kalam. So next is being motivated always is the success story. And next, last but not least, how to keep the high energy all the day throughout the day is you said very clearly, practice positive emotion of a brain to sustain energy level by doing exercise, brisk walk, and badminton and yoga. So these are some of the way that we can generate endorphin or to maintain the high energy level. So these were some of the secrets of success, what we imbibed from your today's session, sir.
thank you.
Thank you so much, Senthil sir, for summarizing it your way. And that is always very crisp, clear, and having the 100% coverage of the session shared. So thank you so much, Sendil sir, for doing it your way.
Yeah.
So here I will not take much of the time and would also like to invite Miss Uma to have the vote of thanks. And after the vote of thanks, we'll have a official thanking video, a formal thanking video. Post that we are going to have our networking meet, which will be taken by Mr. Arul Prakash. So Miss Uma, over to you for the vote of thanks. And Ravi sir, I would really like to connect you over LinkedIn. Thanks for sharing in, sir. I'm really
Thank you. Thank you.
happy to get that clear insights, that has given us more understanding on how we can keep ourselves motivated. And as rightly told by Senthil sir, he's counted your word consistent 18 times. So if in half an hour the word consistent, that comes 18 times, so we also need to be very consistent on what we are doing, and that can really bring success to certain extent. So I will try and implement this in my personal life as well. So thanks for sharing, Insa. Thank you so much. Over to you, Ms. Uma, for the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Pankaj sir, for this wonderful opportunity. And from today's session, my great takeaways or learning breaks, because this is a new concept which nobody has told earlier. Might be I wouldn't have heard about it. And one more thing I learned today is like self-satisfaction and practice gratitude. This is something new for me. It is one of the best learning for me and a good takeaway from today's session. Thank you, sir, for sharing those insights. And before me sharing into the next week's leader, let's quickly get through the let me quickly share again the purpose of the community. For the visitors who are attending for the first time, let me introduce Leaders Connect as a hybrid model leadership community where every Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. we invite a top management leader from a reputed corporate company to suggest some solutions to our real-time leadership challenges, like the experience we had today from our guest, Mr. Ravi Shankar. Kindly follow our social media platform to get updates. It's very simple to join our community. Do click on the below social media links. It gives me an immense pleasure to thank our guest, Mr. Ravi Shankar, for the wonderful panel discussion experience we had today. Thank you, sir. Guests and others in the house, kindly stay back and accept our gesture of thanking through a medium of thanking video. We request the new members and visitors to stay tuned till the end, as we will give an opportunity to introduce yourself, which will allow us to connect better. Thank you, Ravi Shankar sir, and thanks everyone for staying there till the end of this session. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you all. Thanks, Uma. Thanks, Pankaj, and thanks, Senthil, for your words of appreciation for that. I just shared my experience. It may be good for you. It is good for you. Take it. Otherwise, you do on your own way. So that's the best way to get a career path. And thanks all the audiences who are patiently listened to my this 45 minutes, and I hope we will connect for another session soon. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Arul, can we have the thanking video, please? Thank you, Uma. Thank you so much. And